We should actually say we did have two really awesome neighbors. Rooster Teeth, again, of course, and Killer Pumpkins. Check them out again, killerpumpkins.com.
It was actually funny this year because we were out of our area at Comic-Con. We were like the only ones of our genre or whatever to show up because we were next to Rooster Teeth's booth, but it wasn't. True. A lot of the Rooster Teeth people went to Australia. So some of them came and did signings, but otherwise it was run by their DVD company or their distributor.
Right.
So that was them on one side. Then across from us was Penny Arcade, but they are doing PAX Australia, so they kind of didn't go. So it's just a corner with. They sent one dude who was actually a friend of ours, Dave.
Dave, we love you.
Dave, cool shout out Dave. He's not watching. He is sitting there with. They brought two shirt designs, and he's just sitting there with shirts. And so, out of all of our, you know what I mean, like groups from the internet like that, we were the only ones who were like ourselves. You know what I mean?
Of the big three of internet comedy,
the big three. That's
who was the only super group to show up? Mega64. So I think of the big three, we got to eliminate two because they're no shows. So now there's only the big one.
Now they're
internet comedy.
Yeah,
you're looking at them, folks.
We are the only game in town.
Woo!
Officially,
we're literally the only thing you can watch on the internet. How'd that work? I don't know.
Someone in the chat said, "I Justine." Please, does not count.
Justine was going to go to Comic-Con. There was one stipulation. She had to beat one level of Portal before she could make it down to San Diego. I think do we have confirmation? She just beat it, so.
All right.
See you next
2014.
year.
2014. 2014 skit. I Justine shout out. Check out the vlogs.
So we had Rooster Teeth to one side, and as Sean said, to our right, we had KillerPumpkins.com. Maybe you've never heard of them. Maybe you have, because they came up and told us that after last year's Comic-Con, they had such a surge in traffic to their website thanks to us and our podcast.
And
then vicariously, thanks to you guys.
Yeah,
watch our podcast, and then checked out KillerPumpkins.com.
That guy came up before Comic-Con and shook my hands like, hey, you know what? You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Like, whatever happens, whatever, I always will have your back. So that guy is awesome.
You know what? I'm going to give him a shout out, Killer Pumpkins.
John.
They do kind of like, gothic, a little bit macabre art style involving pumpkins. You know what? No bullshit. Real talk. It's not going to be for everybody out there. But for some of you who are into that kind of stuff, go to Killer Pumpkins and don't go anywhere else. Don't betray us. Can we officially incorporate them into the Mega64 army?
I think that they could be in the army. Sure.
All right.
Will.
If you need a pumpkin assassinated, you come to the Mega64 army. You go to the Killer Pumpkins division. That's what happens.
Yeah. Well, come Halloween, when you see a bunch of dumb jack-o'-lanterns, you want them out. You know who to call.
Anyways,
there you go.
Your kind of story, and I
so that was one. That was one cool neighbor.
Yeah.